So you think you might want to start smoking a pipe, but you have no idea what direction you want to go as far as getting your very first pipe. Well, have you thought about getting an estate pipe? Welcome to another episode of Chain Smoker. My name's Nick, and in this episode, I'm going to talk to you about why I think an estate pipe should be your very first pipe. Pipe nerds assemble! An estate pipe is just a fancy term for a used pipe. And if you think about it, pipe smokers have been around for centuries. So that means an uncountable number of pipe smokers have come and gone from this world, sadly leaving behind their prized pipe possessions. Those pipes lucky enough to find that they have transferred ownership to new hands can be found at vintage or antique shops, online tobacco retail shops, eBay, and, you guessed it, estate sales. Oh, estate pipes. They're part of the government. So a pipe smoker doesn't have to die in order for you to get an estate pipe. Oftentimes we see folks try their hand at the hobby and determine it's just not for them, or we see avid pipe collectors with massive collections have a sudden need to downsize. Sometimes we see pipe smokers that love every aspect of the hobby are just a little strapped for cash and need to sell some pipes. Whatever the reason, they're all great opportunities for you to get a pipe at a great value. And that's one of the biggest benefits of estate pipes. The great value can often be found at extremely low price points, especially if you know what to look for. So is great value and typically low price points the only reasons why your first pipe should be an estate pipe? It's going to be a no. We see that corncob pipes are a much lower price point than estate pipes, at least estate briars, and they're extremely efficient smoking devices. And the same can be said for clay pipes. I will note that corncob pipes and clay pipes are rarely found on estate pipe listings, at least in any condition that I feel are worth purchasing. Otherwise, this video would be going in a much different direction. What really pushes the estate pipe into the lead is going to be the history and heritage aspect. Design types, makes and models that aren't available or aren't produced anymore can be found in estate pipes. And the role you play in extending the life of this pipe and continuing its purpose is one of the biggest contributors to this community's heritage and keeping this hobby alive. One of the best places to purchase estate pipes is going to be from smokingpipes.com. They have an extremely satisfying estate pipe section, and I find myself perusing that section of their website all the time. A great example of some of the value that can be had with purchasing an estate pipe is found in this Italian piece. This Savinelli Trevi is discounted quite a bit, and to be honest, this pipe's in great condition. There's nothing wrong with this pipe. And because it's got such a good value, I'm strongly considering purchasing this pipe myself. Just so we can compare what the value is we're getting with this estate pipe, let's go ahead and navigate to the new pipe section and find a Savinelli Trevi and compare the difference. So we're looking at about a $30 difference, and that's not a bad discount. I can certainly find much greater discounts if I spent the time and did my due diligence. But let's take a look at another example. Here we see an unsmoked pipe, and I think that's one of the most interesting things about estate pipes. Just like buying a used car or a new car, as soon as you roll it off that car lot, it goes down in value. Just because you bought a pipe, it doesn't matter whether you smoked it or not, it's gonna go down in value. Let's compare the difference in price of this unsmoked estate pipe with a brand new model on the same website. Not much of a discount, but I still think it's unique to mention because you can find an essentially new pipe for somewhat of a discount. So speaking of doing your due diligence and finding greater values in estate pipes, I actually got an order from smokingpipes.com in today, and in that order was a new to me pipe, but certainly not a new pipe. I have an estate pipe. And let me tell you, I'm pretty stoked about this. Let's take a look here. This is a wonderfully sandblasted bent pot from Parker, which is a sub-brand of Dunhill. And if you know anything about pipes, you've certainly heard of Dunhill. Take a look at that sandblast. So nice. This is the cheapest pipe I've ever purchased in terms of a briar pipe. And let me tell you, this was even less than the Morgan Bones pipes. And doesn't this look 1,000 times better? Now, I will admit those Morgan Bones pipes are fantastic pipes, and some of those blemishes give it a unique character, which is one of my favorite parts of those Bones pipes. But to have a fit and finish just as good as this for less than one of those Bones pipes is just unheard of, for me at least. I'm extremely excited to load this pipe up and see how it smokes, but you're probably saying to yourself right about now, ew, you're gonna put that nasty old thing in your mouth? It's probably been in contact with Grandpa's COVID positive booger lips. Booger lips. Yeah, probably. But that's okay, because there's an extremely efficient way to clean and sanitize these used pipes to make them completely safe for smoking and enjoying tasty tobacco. When cleaning and sanitizing a used pipe, it's best practice to ensure that the bowl is reamed appropriately, and then you want to fill the bowl with a coarse kosher salt, saturate that with the spirit of your choosing, let it sit overnight, come back to it the next day, clean it all out, give it a good pass through with a spirit of your choosing infused pipe cleaner or several to be safe, and then you're set to smoke your used pipe. And there's no more worry of any Grandpa COVID positive booger lips. Booger lips. All right, if you have any questions about estate pipes or any other options for pipes, please leave them in the comments. And I hope this helps you start your pipe smoking journey. And until next time, sweet smokes, y'all. I like to think that I'm linking the rich history and heritage of pipes and pipe tobacco to a more sustainable existence in the future. And really, that's just a fancy way of saying I like to make videos on pipes and pipe tobacco.